why do we take it? Why do we take this? To get amino acids from that protein, correct? Now, we're going to get essential and non-essential amino acids, right? What is the difference? Essential cannot be produced in the body. Non-essential can. So do you really need them? Body can manufacture it. So in reality, you do take all this protein to get essential amino acids, right? But if you take a beef, you take so much more fat that you don't want to get these amino acids, so you get the bonus plan of fat and extra calories that you don't need, even chicken and so on. You're getting so much food, and a lot of people don't like to eat, so much protein. So why don't you take essential amino acids instead? And this is what I've been doing, with most of my athletes. I would give in between meals 10 grams of essential aminos, 10 grams, constantly throughout the day, to increase that influx of most valuable amino acids to be used for anything physiologically that body needs to produce, if it's hair for a woman or skin or whatever, and if you have for muscle.
So do you believe in having a mixture of protein, like some people have chicken and they have beef and they have like eggs in one meal? Or is it just better to have chicken on its own and then have some aminos, so you have the complete amino acid pool?
Yeah, well, I'm the first one who always advise people, you have to mix the proteins. It's much better to take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because it's different structure of amino acids.
Yeah, but would you recommend having 3 different proteins with every meal, or would you recommend just having one protein and having aminos?
Okay, so perfect question. You're the first one that ever asked, but I'm going to right away, essential amino acids. Why? Because they're going to be immediately there. And whatever protein you're going to be eating is going to be digested later on.
Yeah.
Yes. But is it wrong to eat solid food? No, of course not. You need solid food to survive. But I think it's crazy to put so much emphasis on a protein when really you take that protein for this reason. Yeah. This is why vegetarians, of course, criticize they don't have enough essential amino acids. So complete protein is animal protein, incomplete is vegetable protein. So vegetarians with extra essential amino acids would have a perfect diet as well. But for us, for bodybuilders, and I've been doing this constantly, I competed 110 times in my life, and I was doing this all the time, constantly. You have essential amino acids in between. And even when I tested, I reduced my protein intake, dramatically less than normally, and increased the essential amino acids. I never sacrificed any muscle mass. So this is one thing, very valuable, of course, for even ladies, right? So the example that I talked about, Monica, at the beginning of the seminar, if she would just take those essential amino acids, she would be dramatically in much better condition, because she would have maybe 50 grams of extra essential amino acids, to use. Now,
so what would the ratio be of food compared to aminos? Because some people will think, oh, I'll just have 20 grams of protein and I'll have 10 amino acid capsules.
It's still at least like 60-40 to a protein, because there's a limited factor. You can't just have as much. Usually they say 20, actually the studies are 21 gram. It's upper limit threshold.
So if somebody's having eggs for breakfast, have some aminos. So if somebody's having chicken for dinner, have some aminos with it.
You can, with it.
Yeah.
Not instead.
No, with it. With it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Or what I would say, have your meals normal, and then have essential aminos in between. In between. This is for me a little bit better version. Yeah. Because then it maintains the level. Now, some of you probably, as a nutritionist, follow this. What is Food Drug Administration, that RDA, recommended daily allowance? In America, what is recommended allowance for protein? 0.37 grams per pound. So when you hear it, 0.37 per pound, that's nothing, right? If you
because sometimes you hear doctors say that, or you can't have no more than 20 grams of protein per meal. But if somebody's weighing 300 pounds, then if he can't digest more than 20 grams, then how the hell is he weighing that much?
So, I had this misconception where they come from. They were saying you can't digest more than 30 grams of protein, not 20, 30. But for this amino acids, okay. This Food Drug Administration say, okay, it's recommended daily allowance for protein is 0.37 grams per pound, which is very minimal. It's nothing. That's not optimal. That's minimal for survival. So you need that to survive. This is based off of essential amino acids, not from protein. 0.37 per pound per day, it's essential amino acids, not protein. Now, for this, when you take anything, beef, takes more than 24 hours to be completely digested. So when some idiot, okay, will tell you you cannot digest more than 30 grams of protein, really, I can digest 30, but 31 I can't, right? No, it's really like this. It amazes me. No, this is never a case. You can, and you should, and you need to take much more protein than that. I always recommend, okay, for ladies, minimum 2 grams per kilo. That's minimum, and go 3 grams usually for competitors. I was going normally by pounds. 3 grams of protein per kilo for ladies would be perfect. So if you that's a minimum, and you can go dramatically much more. For Monica that I was telling you about, I went from 1,300 calories to 2,500 calories immediately, and she was first crying. She didn't want to do it because oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, But I put her on 250 grams of protein daily, which was 1,000 calories right there, right? And in between, I was feeding her with good fats normally, and then only carbs for before, during, and after training. So protein is the only building material. Now, back in days, you would hear some bodybuilders were taking 10,000 calories a day, and there were Victor Richards, and who had 10,000 calories.
Well, how true is that?
Yeah, yeah. Well, but they were just taking calories. You don't need calories; you need nutrients. So that's a huge, thing that you need to know. You don't just overload your body. Anything, okay? This is how it functions. If you have everything balanced as needed, protein, carbohydrates, and fat, right? Every moment of every day, you use everything that you need. When something is missing, okay? Something is missing, your body converts something else into that what is missing. Right? So when you have a no-carb diet and you need carbs, your body is going to convert amino acids into the carbs. Right? This is what happened. But what is not going to happen, you're not going to convert carbohydrates and fat into the protein. That's never going to happen. You know that in the chemical formula of carbohydrates and fats, it's carbon, oxygen, and hydrogen. And in protein, it's carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. So only in the protein, you heard you have to be in positive nitrogen balance in order to maintain or gain muscle size. It's only in protein. So bottom line is, every meal that you have throughout the day should have some source of protein, or what I say, amino acids. I did some seminars before in the States, and somebody, especially in Germany, for example, Maurice is there, bodybuilders were eating just chicken. What's his name? Andreas Munzer and some famous other guys would diet on chicken, rice, and pineapple, nothing else. That's it. And of course, so many people, many German athletes, and I work with few, and they're coming and they say, well, something is wrong and it's not functioning. They would get allergic to the exact protein they eat. This is always the case. So if you eat only one type, your body is gonna, start making those allergens. So what you need is to mix it. Now, Zach said you mix 3 proteins in one meal. You can have one meal of this, second meal of that, third meal of that. So egg whites, chicken, beef, fish, whatever, or you can mix it. I actually prepare a lot of English pro bodybuilders back in the day, Eddie Abu, what's his name, Ernie Taylor, and so on. And those crazy guys would actually take, chicken and tuna and beef and put it together and make the patties. And some would even put it in a blender and blend it. Yes, but it worked. I mean, variety, should be.
Are you more likely to develop an allergy like that? Because when you eat a mix, You're eating the same mix.